Hello friends, welcome to lecture number 34. In today's class, we will try to find out the magnetic field along the axis of a circular current loop using our Biot-Savart law. Okay, so here we have taken a current carrying loop of radius r and we have drawn the x-axis, which is the axis of the current loop. On the axis we have chosen a point P, and that point P is situated at a distance x from the center of the coil. Okay. Now at point P we are supposed to find out what is the electric field. Now this comes as a 3-mark question. How to solve this? We will take a very small current element dl here at the top. We will take a dl element here. Now this dl element we will join this dl element from point P, which will be your perpendicular. Okay, fine, and let that be your r. So from the diagram it makes an angle theta. This is a theta. So what will be r? Root over of, this is 90 degrees, so it will be root over of r square plus x square. Okay, now this dl, then what about this r? R is actually radius of the circular current loop. Okay, current loop. Now due to the small current element dl, at point P there will be a magnetic field, small magnetic field dB vector. Now in which direction? You can use your palm rule. So thumb in the direction of dl where the current moves, and here you see in the coil the current is moving in which direction? If you look at on one of the axis, it is moving in your anti-clockwise direction. Okay. Now what we will do, from this dl current element you have joined the line to point P. So the thumb will be in the direction of dl and open all your fingers towards point P. You see your palm is pointing in this direction. Which direction? In this one. This will be the direction. Okay, this is your dB vector. Now this dB vector can be resolved into two components. It can be resolved in this component, in this direction, and along this direction also. Okay, it is quite obvious. If this angle is theta, this angle has to be theta. If this is theta, then this will be dB cos theta, and this will be your dB sin theta. Now we will consider another component. We exactly opposite to dl, there will be another current carrying element here, exactly opposite. This will be your dl. Now this dl, we can join it to point P, which will again be 90 degree, right? This will subtend an angle theta. Because of the current element dl, there will be a magnetic field, but what should be the direction of the magnetic field? You will see the direction of the magnetic field will be along this. Okay, dB will be along this direction. This dB can be resolved into two components, one along this, other one along this. Okay, so if this angle will be your theta, this angle will also be theta. Then this will be your dB cos theta, and this will be your dB sin theta. If you look at these components, this dB cos theta component and this dB cos theta component, they will cancel out each other. Then what is left out for me? dB sin theta and dB sin theta. Okay, so you see in this diagram, similarly if I take a dl element here, to exactly opposite there will be another dl component. Okay, if I take a dl component here, and exactly opposite there will be another dl. I will take a dl here, a dl another component will be there. So all these dl components will try to constitute the total circular current loop. Okay, my point here is that wherever you take a dl, there will be another opposite dl where the cos components gets cancelled out, and finally only what is left out is your sin components. Is it clear? Okay, so now we need to find out what is our dB expression using Biot-Savart's law. For the current element dl, what will be your dB? dB will be mu naught I, amount of current which is flowing in the loop, divided by 4 pi dl vector cross r vector by r vector mod cube. Okay, now if you look at the diagram, your r and dl, okay, dl vector and r vector, the angle theta is 90 degree. Angle between dl and r is 90 degree. Therefore, your sin 90 degree will be how much? It is 1. And what is r vector mod? R vector mod, from the diagram it is quite prominent that it is your r square plus x square root over. Is it clear how to find out dv vector? Okay. Now what will happen? I have already explained that this db cos theta components will cancel out, and what will be left out for us? Only your db sin theta components will be left out. Is it clear? Followed? So now let us find out. We can write here that all the db cos theta component will be cancelled and your db sin theta component will be added. Okay, so if I want to find out what is my b net due to the whole current loop, it will be integration db sin theta. Let us give it as equation number 1. Okay, now what will be my db then? db is how much? Mu naught I divided by 4 pi dl into r by r cube. Okay, so this will come out to be mu naught I by 4 pi dl by r square. Clear? Now instead of r, what I can replace? Instead of r, I can write mu naught I by 4 pi into dl will be there. R square means small r square will be how much? R capital R square plus x square. Okay, let us give it as equation number 2. Then once you have found out dv, then we have to find out what is sin theta, then only we can integrate. So how much will be sin theta? Let us consider the right angle triangle here. This is the right angle triangle which we will consider. This right angle triangle. Okay, in this right angle triangle you will find sin theta is perpendicular by hypotenuse, which is r divided by root over of r square plus x square. Let us give it as equation 3. Okay, now putting equation 2 and 3 in one, putting equation 2 and 3 in one, we have b net will be equal to integration. How much is your db? Mu naught I dl divided by 4 pi r square plus x square. Then what about the cos theta component? Sorry, sin theta. How much will be sin theta? R divided by root over of r square plus x square. Okay, so this I have to integrate it. Now you see everything is constant that will come out of the integration. What will be left out is your integration dl. So what will be coming out of the integration? Mu naught I divided by 4 pi r will be there divided by r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2 integration dl. That means we will be talking integration dl will be the circumference. Okay, so how much it will be? Your mu naught I r divided by 4 pi r square plus x square 3 by 2 into 2 pi r, that is the circumference. Okay, so you see here pi gets cancelled out, this will give you 2. So what is left out? b net will be how much? b net will be mu naught I r square divided by 2 r square plus x square 3 by 2. So this is the final expression or the magnetic field at point P due to the current carrying loop. Okay, then what about the direction? If you see the diagram here, all the components of your dB is along x-axis. It is along x-axis. So your B net will be towards we can write in the direction of x-axis. In the direction of x-axis according to our diagram. Direction of x-axis. Okay. Now we will go for few important points which can be drawn from the formula which we have found out. Okay. Note. The first important thing which we can note is the first one, that if my x is equal to 0, you see in the diagram, if your x comes to 0, then point P will be situated here, okay, at the center, and which we have already calculated what is the magnetic field at the center of a current carrying loop. Okay, let's see whether it is matching with the same formula or not. If x is equal to 0, then what will be B net? B net will be equal to mu naught I r square divided by 2 times of, it was x r square plus x square, x is equal to 0 means that is gone, r square to the power 3 by 2, 2 gets cancelled out, r cube, it is r cube. This is equal to mu naught I divided by 2r. Have you seen this equation earlier? Yes. Where have you seen it? You have seen it for your magnetic field at the center of a current carrying loop. Okay, this exactly matches. Followed. Now let us go to the second one. If I am not having one single turn, I have got n number of turns. For n turns in the coil, n turns in the coil, what will happen? Your B will be how much? It will be equal to mu naught Ni r square divided by 2 r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2. Okay, the second part. Followed. Now let us go to the third one. In the third one, what we'll have, that if my x is much greater than r, that means a very far away distance I am going to find out on the axis itself, then r square plus x square, this will boil down to r square will be neglected, so r square plus x square will give me x square only. Then what will be my B? B will be equal to mu naught, you can see this equation, mu naught I r square divided by your 2 x square x cube, it will be this much. Okay, mu naught I r square by 2 x cube. Followed. But here we should try to incorporate the magnetic dipole moment of the current loop. So for that, what we have to do, we have to choose another expression. The fourth one I am choosing, we'll choose another expression. Okay, what is that expression? We already know, we have found out my B net is equal to mu naught by 4 pi. Okay, then we'll have 2 pi will remain. I have cancelled out. If you see here I have cancelled. I'll not cancel, I'll just keep as it is. Okay, then what I can keep here, mu naught by 4 pi, 2 pi n I, n for n number of turns, I, now r square divided by your r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2. So I will take the help of this expression in order to find out the magnetic dipole moment. Okay, so this is it. Now you see pi and r square, what will give you? It will give you the area of the current loop. So we can use pi r square is equal to your A, where A is the area of the current loop. Area of the current loop. Okay. Now what will this equation become? B is equals to mu naught by 4 pi. Okay. 2 pi will remain as it is. So pi is gone. So 2 n I A divided by r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2. Okay. Now here in this case, let us assume that your x is much greater than r. Then it's quite obvious r square will be neglected. I will be left out with x cube. So my B will be how much? Mu naught by 4 pi into 2 NIA by x cube. Okay. Now what is this NIA? N number of turns, I is the current, A is the area. This is equal to capital M. And what is this capital M? Is your magnetic magnetic dipole moment, magnetic dipole moment of the current loop, of the current loop. Okay, followed. Now what will be the SI? This is very important. This proof also we'll do in our subsequent classes. Another proof is there. Then what is the SI unit of this magnetic dipole moment? It is your ampere meter square, ampere meter square. Followed. Now if you look at one of the faces of the coil, and if the direction of the current through the coil is clockwise, right? Suppose you look at one of the faces, and here the current through the coil is in the clockwise direction. It is in the clockwise direction. Followed. Then the face has a south polarity. Then the face will have a south polarity. Is it clear? In the second case, if the direction of the current is in anti-clockwise direction, so let us draw that. If the direction of them is in the anti-clockwise direction, then the face will have north polarity. The face will have your north polarity. Is it clear? Followed. And in the previous class itself, I have told you the current carrying loop will behave like a bar magnet, and we have found out in this while finding the magnetic field along the axis of the circular loop, my direction of the magnetic field is along the x-axis. That I have already discussed. Okay. Now one question comes in this case. What I can write for fourth point, the fifth one. A question comes about a graph. So it tells plot the graph between x and b vector. It is quite obvious from the expression that if x increases, then my value of b will decrease. So looking into this, if I try to construct my graph between x and b, this will be your x, this will be your magnetic field. How it is going to look like? It will be something like this. You will have a Gaussian curve of this fashion. We will have a Gaussian curve of this fashion. Okay, is it clear? Now let us do a very small problem related to it. Question number 1. What does this question says? It says that an electric current is flowing in a circular coil. Current in the circular coil is there. Circular coil is there. Circular coil is of radius A. Okay. Now it is telling it is asking at what distance from the center on the axis of the coil, will the magnetic field be 1/8 of its value at the center. I expect all of you should pause the video and just try to solve it and see how much you are getting. If you are not able to do, then see the solution which I am doing right now. Okay. So what it is asking, so the magnetic field at a point on the axis at a distance x from the center of the coil, just now we have found out, let me take it as B1, will be how much? It will be equal to mu naught by 4 pi into 2 pi. This is the formula when pi is not cancelled. Okay. N current I a square divided by your a square plus x square to the power 3 by 2. In our case, capital R was the radius, but in the question it is given the radius of the coil is small a. Okay. Now the magnetic field at the center of the coil carrying current. Okay, center will be how much? Your B0 will be, B2 will be how much? This one, first one is along the axis, second one is at the center. It is mu naught by 4 pi into 2 pi ni divided by a. Okay, this is also we have found out. Now according to the question what it is given, it is b1 is equal to b2 by 8. Okay, so let us substitute the values. If you substitute the values, you'll see mu naught by 4 pi, mu naught by 4 pi gets cancelled out, 2 pi gets cancelled out, ni gets cancelled out. So what is left out? In a b1, what is left out is a square divided by a square plus x square to the power 3 by 2. Okay, and what is left out in this side? b2 is left out with 1 by a, so 1 by 8a. Okay, now let us solve this. This gives me 8a cube is equals to a square plus x square to the power 3 by 2. This will be giving you 2a will be equal to a square plus x square to the power 1 by 2. 3 powers are get cancelled out. So this will give me 4a square is equal to a square plus x square. This will give me x is equals to root 3a. This is an important question. Okay. So I hope all of you must have enjoyed the video. Do not forget to like and share the video, and most importantly subscribe my channel so that I will be giving you such kind of interesting topics further. Okay. Any queries you have, you can mail me in the mail ID which is given below. Thank you for your kind patience.